Do you struggle at times with confidence? Does a lack of confidence sometimes impede momentum, your team's momentum? Would you or your team show up differently if you had more confidence? Today, I'm going to share a simple way to activate confidence in any situation. Let's dive in. When I ask other leaders what they want to work on or develop, most of the time I get the response, my confidence. See, confidence is the one thing that every leader at some point struggles with. Some people will tell you that to fake it until you make it. And I'm just not a fan of that mentality. I prefer a more authentic approach, one that ensures I stay true to who I am. See, if you want more confidence, you need to understand how confidence works, how to cultivate it, and how to rediscover it when needed. Most importantly, you need to approach confidence not as something that you attain, but as a process that you engage with that helps you to build confidence over time. What would you say if I told you that I'm not a confident person? A lot of you probably just wouldn't believe me, right? See, for many of you, I come across as very confident. Well, it's true. There are plenty of times that I doubt myself. Times when I let my monkey mind voice overshadow my spirit voice. Times when I lack the confidence to take the next step on something important, even if I intellectually know it's the right step. We all have moments like these. Why? Because we're human. We all have moments when we wish that we had a little more confidence and courage to step outside our comfort zone. Personally, for me, when those moments occur, I remember something my dad taught me a long, long time ago. See, my dad told me there were going to be plenty of times, regardless of my age, when I would question where to go, what to do, and what to say. He warned me that I might even doubt my ability to accomplish something. From a very young age, my dad was trying to prepare me for what lay ahead. And one of the things that he taught me was to see things differently, starting with reframing the conversation in my head. See, my dad taught me that confidence doesn't come from knowing. Confidence comes from believing something is possible. He taught me not to question my confidence, but instead to question my belief. See, every time I gave him any indication that I lacked confidence, he would question my belief. That goes way back to when I was in high school. I remember trying out for the varsity basketball team as a sophomore, and I wasn't confident that I would make the team. He asked me point blank, he goes, "Do you believe that you could play with the upperclassmen?" When my wife and I bought our first house, I questioned if I could afford it when we first got married. He asked me if I believed in my ability to make money. See, I learned from my dad that confidence starts with a belief that something is even possible. Do you lack the confidence to deal with a challenging employee? Do you doubt your ability to navigate the situation? If so, reframe the conversation. Do you believe that you are a leader who cares about their employees? Do you believe in your capacity to grow as a leader? Do you believe that this situation, regardless of how it feels right now, will make you a stronger leader? Whatever challenge graces your path, I encourage you to resist the temptation to microanalyze all the details required to move the situation from point A to point B. Instead, focus on gaining momentum. See, confidence and momentum are interrelated. Confidence, like momentum, starts with believing that something is even remotely possible. And if you believe something is possible, you will muster up enough courage to take one bold step forward. An action of any sort changes things. I'm a big believer of that. It doesn't matter whether that action works or doesn't. What matters is that you simply take it. See, a lot of people get stuck here. They get paralyzed, which causes them to procrastinate. And procrastination is a confidence destroyer. Your confidence can quickly diminish when you don't know what to do next. When this happens, I want you to notice that you're probably thinking way too far in advance. You probably played multiple different scenarios in your head of the things that could happen, when in fact, none of them have even happened yet. Resist the temptation to think too far ahead. Instead, just focus on taking the next step. I've often made the metaphor to football, where a head coach and an offensive coordinator aren't worried about winning a game or getting to a Super Bowl. All they care about during the game is actually getting a first down. What can you do this week to simply take the first step or the next step? See, every forward step has a compound effect of establishing more momentum. Momentum is progress. See, my dad taught me that whenever you start doing something, regardless of what it is, the task at hand tends to feel less daunting. Even the slightest progress ignites a belief that you can accomplish more than you initially thought. Here's the deal. An action of any kind is going to produce a result. It doesn't matter if that result worked or not. What matters most is taking the time to review what worked, what didn't, and why. Take the time to ask yourself what you just learned. And if you could, what would you do differently? What would you start doing? What would you stop doing? What would you experiment with? I love these sets of questions. This analysis fuels confidence and momentum. It reinforces what works and eliminates those things that you tried that didn't, which together establishes a greater belief that what you're trying to accomplish is even possible, giving you even more courage to take this step after that, producing yet another result. This is what I meant earlier when I said that confidence is not something that you attain, but instead a process that you engage in. The next time you feel the urge to procrastinate because you lack confidence, or that's what you're telling yourself, I want you to practice asking this simple question. Can I just fill in the blank? Right? You can insert any action. It doesn't really matter what it is. What matters is that you take it. Let me give you a couple of examples. Let's say that you're anxious about having a difficult conversation with an employee. A lot of leaders are, right? Just ask yourself this simple question. Can I just schedule a meeting? You don't feel like you're going to work out. Ask yourself, can I just go for 30 minutes? You have a busy week and you find yourself stressed by the number of things to accomplish. Try asking yourself, can I just dedicate 15 minutes to plan my week? Can I just do this one task? When someone pushes back on something I asked them in one of our coaching sessions, I always ask them this simple question. Can you just try it for 1 week? Do you see how that one question breaks the log jam of indecision? See, most people will spend endless hours laminating over their lack of confidence or trying to motivate themselves to do something, and they struggle. My advice, stop, right? Instead, focus on gaining momentum. Momentum fuels progress. Progress fuels confidence. If you want to develop greater confidence, or maybe you want to help the leaders on your team increase their confidence to lead, follow the link in the description and apply for our Self 2.0 Leadership Development Program. Early registration is now open. If you're a C-level executive and you want to transform your leaders into growth champions so they free up your time to do what you love, go to clevelfreedom.com. If you're neither one of these stages yet, right? I'd like to just simply buy you a copy of my book, Freedom to Experiment. How to ignite a new level of energy, focus, momentum in yourself and your team. Follow the link in the description and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment related to your business, and of course subscribe. Because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. Talk to you soon.